I walked out with them. And like my professor, 2 decades later, I too was punished and denied tenure. But like me, the students in that class tell me to this moment, we keep in touch. It was a very...
I was punished and denied tenure because I protested the power of the university. So this bitch literally protested her university, used her classroom to protest the university, then got denied tenure and was all confused about it and said it must be because they're racist. So she learned from her professor in college that it is okay and proper to use the classroom to protest the university. And then she went on to teach at Harvard, where she used her classroom to protest the university. And then Harvard got pissed off and denied her tenure. And she got all pissed off and accused Harvard of racism before running off to get a new professor job at Princeton, where she also claims she's oppressed by the university.
I have carried that experience with me for over 3 decades. Years later, 2 decades later, as I taught my own Intro to Latinx Studies at Harvard, and I saw my students struggling with whether or not to walk out in support of dining hall workers on campus, I challenged Professor Morales and I too stopped lecture. I walked out with them. And like my professor, 2 decades later, I too was punished and denied tenure. But like me, the students in that class tell me to this moment, they still tell me how meaningful that experience was, how it shaped their understanding of community. One student who's now a grad student at Michigan told me the method was in the class, and I hold that very dear to me. So creating radical community has always been at the center of ethnic studies. That's why I share this story.